Welcome back. It is Tuesday, August 13th, and the MLB. Our three best bets are on the way. It is Austin, joined by Logan today, joined by your guys' favorite guest. Get it out. The room is here. Again, hey, we'll take it. A 3-0 sweep on a little 5-0 run. Let's do the victory lap. Guardians money line. Oh, Logan, why do you have to make it so sweaty? That was electric. Man, we thought we were cooked. Then they came back and had a big lead, blew it, and ended up winning. We'll take it. Pablo Lopez under 2.5 earned runs. We take those on our parlay of the day. Did cash a 3-0 day. We'd love to see it, but we got to keep building on that momentum. We're right itching at that plus on the season. Plus units on the season. We know we can get there, and hopefully we get there today. Then we can build on that tomorrow, and hopefully continue a great August it's been so far, and into September and then October. But without further ado, we're going to dive into the picks today. As always, if you are new, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to have a bunch of NFL futures dropping on the YouTube short soon, so tap into those. The NFL season is less than a month away, so that is electric. But let's dive into the picks today. As always, if you need any sportsbook sign-up bonuses or anything like that, use those links down below in the description. Help support Logan and I. But let's dive into the first pick of the day. Should be no surprise. It's the parlay of the day. What are you waiting for? Haven't been tailing them. You're missing out on free money. I believe they are 51-40 on the season. Had a pretty good track record last few days. A little unlucky on the first five, both to score one or more, but we got the luck we needed yesterday. We finally got a timely hit. We had been losing the last few because the teams are going 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Got the timely hits yesterday. Let's hopefully turn that into a streak. Hit 2 straight today. So like I said, link down below, link down odds checker or down below in the description. Go check it out and see what we are rolling with. But Logan, I'm going to throw it to you. You got a late night game. Who are you rolling with tonight?
Yeah, for my pick today, my voice is still a little scratchy. It's recovering finally. But my favorite pick today is a late night West Coast game. I'm taking the Pirates and the Padres over 7.5, minus 120 odds on Fanatics is your best value. Now, if you're like, Logan, I only have 8 on my book, I would play it at 8 as well. But again, when we're line shopping and we're picking total bets, if the difference is only minus 120 to minus 105 for a whole half run of a difference, I'm going to go ahead and lay that just a little bit of juice in case they do land right on 8. Because this time of year, it can be sharp on totals. We've seen it time and time again in this one. Let's talk about these two teams though, because this overplay fits my system in how I've been picking totals recently, and I've been seeing the totals board well. I mean, the money lines are getting a little sweaty, but the total picks have been there for me, especially in August. How does this fit my system though? Well, the final score last night was 2-1. Terribly low scoring game. The teams went a combined 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. The total soared under with 2 pitchers and their combined 10 ERA. Now with better pitching, it seems intuitive for it to be an under, right? That's kind of where baseball loses you. It's not an intuitive game. It's actually quite honestly more the opposite. I mean, the Pirates are a team that can score 5 runs or 0 runs. They scored close to 0 yesterday, but they face Michael King today, who's starting for the Padres, 3.34 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. It's worth noting that King, for some reason, he doesn't like pitching at Petco. 4.25 ERA at home compared to a 2.79 ERA on the road. So he's significantly worse actually at home where he is today. And what we like about this matchup and what I really, really like about this over is these two teams just came off a series facing each other in less than a week ago. King just saw the Pirates. He went 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts in that game against Pitt the first time he saw them. This is the Pirates' second time seeing him. They should be able to see his pitch arsenal pretty well. Michael King obviously is a strikeout-dependent pitcher. He relies a lot on his pitch mix, and the Pirates just saw that pitch mix. So I'm optimistic that they can go hit Michael King for a second time. I mean, they got 3 off of him. Honestly, if you told me they got 3 off of him again, I totally live with those results. Over the last 14 days versus righties, Pirates 7th in batting average, 15th in OPS, and 14th in WRC+. What I've noticed about this Pirates team is the chances will be there. It's just, can they cross the plate? Can they get the timely hits? They were 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position last night, which is tough, but the chances were there. And again, when we're betting baseball, I don't swing the bat for them. You don't swing the bat for them. We just can ask for the chances, and the chances were there for the Pirates last night. They just didn't, they got 1 across the plate. That was it. Pirates, what I mentioned about them kind of being a boomer bust team, they are a boomer bust team. They've scored 5+ runs in 4 out of their last 6 games, but when they don't score, they don't score, and it will be a shutout, and it will be ugly, and you'll be like, damn, Logan, how are you on the over in that one? But I still think they're going to give us a lot to work with. I see them scoring themselves 4+ runs today. I love the Pirates offense and their matchup against Michael King. Even though he's a good pitcher on paper, I still think he gives up a few. And then on the other side, it's going to be Luis Ortiz starting for the Pirates, 3.4 ERA and a 1.16 whip for Luis Ortiz. Now, the Padres just saw Luis Ortiz, as I mentioned, in this series. He went 6 innings, pitched 4 earned runs, only 3 strikeouts in that matchup. I think they can hit Luis Ortiz once again. He's not a strikeout guy, so I'm not worried about him really being able to make adjustments against this Padres team. What they saw. I mean, he's 17th percentile in K percentage, 19th percentile in whiff percentage. So those numbers are letting us know, not a strikeout guy. And honestly, I don't really know what adjustments Luis Ortiz can make to avoid getting hit like he just did. I think the Padres get to him. They've been great versus righties over the last 14 days. Padres 5th in batting average, 7th in OPS, 5th in WRC+. This is a top 5 offense essentially against righties over the last 2 weeks. I think they get to Luis Ortiz today. I think they put up their fair share of runs. And then we go into the bullpens, right? Because we might need a little bit of extra. Could be 3-3, entering the bullpen, something like that. Each team just needing a few more runs to push us over. Over the last 14 days, the Pirates are 20th in bullpen ERA, Padres 5th in bullpen ERA. So obviously the Pirates should provide run opportunities. But again, what I just mentioned, I like that there's a lot of familiarity between the bullpen arms and these hitters, because the hitters have just saw them in a previous series, not even a week ago. I think that all the numbers are there. I think the intuition's there. I like the over a lot as my best bet of the day. Hopefully we see a lot of runs in that late night West Coast game. But Austin, you got a run line for the people. Where are you going?
Yeah, I saw your late night game and I raised you another one. So we're going to be sweating out late tonight on the East Coast. But like Logan is on the West Coast, I am as well. As I'm going after the Diamondbacks. I'm taking them -1.5. Now, you don't really see Logan and I lay a lot of run lines here. We don't typically like taking the -1.5 because it can be tough to win by 2 runs. But I really like the spot for the Diamondbacks tonight. They might have lost Ketel Marte last night, which obviously is a blow. I don't expect him to play today. I still think that they can easily cover here today, and you'll understand why. Now, these are our 3 picks in the video. We won't have any Dinger Tuesday plays today. Just nothing really stuck out there. Might add a play or two down below in the pinned comment. So if we do add one, definitely go check out the pinned comment where you'll find the parlay of the day. Plus, you will find any added plays. Plus, you will find the link to the breakdown, which was posted right before this video. But let's get back to the Diamondbacks. Why do I like them to win at least by 2 or more tonight? Now, let's talk about Austin Gomber, who will start for the Rockies. We've talked about Gomber before. He's, for whatever reason, pretty good at home in Coors Field. But on the road, he's been bad. On the road, 5.37 ERA and a 1.4 whip in a 285 batting average allowed. Look, he struggled on the road. He's given up a high batting average with runners in scoring position as well, so you need those timely hits. And he's faced the Diamondbacks twice already this year. Now, granted, that was back in March and April, so take it with a grain of salt. But in that start, 4 earned runs he allowed at home and where the Diamondbacks play. Then he allowed actually 2 in his home in Colorado. So, like I said, kind of fits his MO. He's been good at home, terrible on the road. And I really think this Diamondbacks team, despite potentially being down Ketel Marte, still think it's just next man up here. Last 2 weeks, Diamondbacks 1st in batting average, 2nd in OPS, 2nd in WRC plus versus lefties. They've been a top 5 offense versus lefties all season long. They will have their chances against Austin Gomber. Following Gomber will be a Rockies bullpen, which is 28th in ERA over the last 2 weeks. They sort of held it down a little bit yesterday, but really they gave up some runs in there as well, and they used some bad arms in there. They got a lot of bad arms. Don't worry about that. They got plenty of bad arms out there. I'm pretty confident the D-backs put up some runs today, but obviously to cover the run line, we can't have the D-backs offense, doing it all. We need a solid start from Eduardo Rodriguez, who makes his 2nd start of the year. Obviously, he was dealing with a lot of injuries, which is why he's only making his 2nd start. In his first one, he pitched all right, 5 2/3, allowed 3 earned runs at Cleveland. 2 of those earned runs were via a solo blast. So, look, we can give up a solo blast here and there. I'd prefer a pretty good start, but I just haven't seen enough from Colorado to say, hey, they can rock a left-handed pitcher. You look at the last 6 lefties to face Colorado, they are allowed 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, and then 4 earned runs. The only one they got to was Max Fried, who really hasn't looked good his last few starts, also coming back from an injury. Look, Erod, we saw him really, really solid last year for the Tigers. There's a reason the D-backs brought him in. I really like him. I think he can hold things down. I'm not asking him to shut out the Rockies through 5 or 6, but I think he can go out there. If he gives up 2 earned runs, I feel good because I think Gomber can give up honestly 3, 4, maybe even 5. And then it would turn it over to the bullpen, which the D-backs 10th in bullpen ERA last 2 weeks. Luckily, we moved Paul Sewald, who I swear blows every run line. He's not the closer anymore. Knock on wood, the new guy can hold things down, but I really think the D-backs can get it done. They've been swinging hot bats, won 12 of their last 14. Technically only covered the run line in 5 of those games, so not the best hit rate in terms of they're winning a lot of games by 1. I just think this is a great matchup for them. I really like their pitching today. I really like their hitting, and I like their bullpen a lot more than the Rockies. So I think they cover this one. I think this could be a game they win by 5 or 6. We've seen them do that recently where the bats are just all clicking. This could be one of those days because Austin Gomber doesn't strike out guys. When the hit parade starts, doesn't end for Gomber. It just keeps going and going until all right, dude, you've given up 6 hits in a row, bro. We're going to have to take you out. I really like the D-backs today, -1.5. But those are our 3 favorite picks today. We're both going late night, Logan and I. Pirates and Padres over with the D-backs -1.5. Parlay of the day will probably feature some early games. We need something to sweat in the earlier slate. So definitely check that out. I'll link it on the screen when it is live. I'll also link the breakdown video because it should be live already. And then if we do add any plays, definitely check the pin comment. And obviously we will tweet them out at Calling Our Shot so you can check those out. But y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. Let's have a great day and let's bring up the brims again tomorrow. What do you say? Let's have a day. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.